Daytona Beach, Florida, home to Hanksters, Hot Rods, Muscle Car, and Collector Car Showroom. Where we own all of our vehicles, we are not a consignment dealership. During the next 7 to 8 minutes of this video presentation, we are going to go over our buying process. So if you're already familiar with our process or you've watched our videos in the past, please feel free to fast forward to today's vehicle presentation. In Daytona Beach, we have a 25,000 square foot facility where we house 60 to 70 collector cars, all of which we own. Hanksters.com. We are an internet-based business. We have 80 to 100 photographs on our website of each vehicle, along with a 20 to 25 minute video presentation. The reason we have this content on our website is because the majority of the transactions we conduct month after month and year after year are done sight unseen. Yes, people wire us money for $30,000, $50,000, $70,000 cars without ever coming to look at them. However, I do not encourage that you do this. Classic cars, they're awesome, nostalgic, have great looks, get a lot of compliments, a lot of eyeball, a lot of appeal. But they're 30, 40, 50-year-old cars. They are not that brand new car that you're going to go get from your Ford or Dodge dealer or Chevrolet dealership. They all have flaws, deficiencies, weaknesses, tendencies, some of which we try to disclose in our video presentation and in our photos on our website. I encourage you to come in person to check out the car for yourself. We would gladly pull the car outside for you. You can check out the paint condition, interior condition, real good out in the natural light. You can pop the hood, you can pop the trunk, look the car over real good with your own eyes. We have 2 twin post lifts here in our Daytona showroom. We'd be more than happy to put the car in air for you if you'd like us to. You can check out the undercarriage, the suspension components, the bottom of the motor, the bottom of the transmission, the floor pan condition, the tire condition. We'll let you drive the car. You can see how the car stops, starts, steers, accelerates, how the transmission shifts, how the ride feels, if there's any noises you don't like, if there's any kind of vibrations or anything like that you do not like. This way, when the vehicle shows up to you wherever you're at in the United States or in the world, there are no surprises because you were here and you went over the car for yourself in its entirety. In our photo shoots and in our video presentations, we try to represent each vehicle as honestly and as accurately as we possibly can and offer full transparency. However, we can only cover so much content in a 20-minute video presentation, and this is why we encourage you guys to come in person and check the car out for yourself. What happens next? Once you decide on your classic ride, where do we go from here? If you're a cash buyer, we accept cashier's check from your bank and bank wire transfer. And if you're coming to visit us in person, you want to bring us cash, we'll take that too. That does still spend today, believe it or not. Maybe you don't have the cash to buy one of these cars. What are my financing options? We work with a few different collector car lenders that offer terms on these vehicles. The terms start at 5 years and they go up to 15 years. Approval is going to be based on your credit bureau, debt to income ratio, time on the job, time at your residence, price of the car, things like that. I discussed 15-year term. They aren't going to do 15 years on a $25,000 car. There is price cutoffs for that 15-year approval, and obviously you have to qualify on the credit end. The loans from the lenders are simple interest loans, which means if your payment's $500 a month and you pay $800 a month, the extra $300 goes towards principal. Also, no prepayment penalty. So if you get approved for an 8-year term, which is about the average approval term, and you pay it off in 12 months, they aren't going to penalize you for doing so. So that makes it nice to own one of these classics also. Short-term money loans, you can do that. And then you can pull money out of your home equity line or your 401k or pull cash out of the bank, whatever the circumstances that you have are. Once the vehicle is paid for, what happens? The car goes through a pre-delivery inspection process. We sell old cars. Anything can stop working, anything can start leaking at any given moment. Therefore, we put the vehicle through one last shakedown prior to it leaving our facility and heading your direction. We torque the lug nuts, we check the tire pressure, we check the fluid levels, make sure the AC is blowing cold if it's equipped, make sure your brake lights work, your horn works, your wipers work, all of that stuff. Once it's green lighted and the guys say it's good to go, then we detail it. After it goes through detail, a carrier is dispatched if we are the ones handling the shipping. We can typically have a truck here within 48 hours. However, If you're in a more rural or remote destination, or a holiday falls in there, or maybe you're on the West Coast where they do fewer runs because of obviously the travel distance, it may take 3, 4, 5 business days to get a truck here, but I promise you, we know you're excited to get your ride. We are excited we earned your business as a customer. We will get you your vehicle as quickly and as safely as we possibly can. If you're the one handling the shipping, let's say you're sending your own carrier, or you're coming with your own enclosed or open transport, or you're driving the car home because you're close enough, we'll let you know when the vehicle is ready and you can come pick the vehicle up. That about covers our purchasing process here at Hankster's Hot Rods of Daytona. So let's get started with today's vehicle presentation. For me, I can say that the business I'm in is pretty cool. And if you're a collector or a hobbyist, you can say the hobby you're in is pretty fun. And if you are an investor, you can say the way I choose to invest my money is pretty freaking cool. It's fun to search these cars out, to find the right one, to invest your money in it. You have an investment you can have a little bit of fun with, and you turn around and sell it and get your money back, or even make a little bit more money. Today we have all of those. Something fun, something cool, and something that would be a good investment. It is a 1965 Pontiac GTO, and when we talk about investments and driver quality cars and things of that nature, here at Hankster's we sell driver quality cars, which means they're not perfect, none of them are, and they're meant to be driven and enjoyed. And very few of them we have, we get documentation with. This car has it all. It has the look, it has the performance, it has the structural integrity, it has the cosmetic integrity, it has documentation. Very, very cool car. So without further ado, let's start the presentation on our 1965 Pontiac GTO. So you are looking at a 389 motor, and it is a period correct 389. And do I have the PHS docs? We do. And the car started life with a 389. So I'm going to venture to say this is the original motor in the car. However, there's no way to prove that. There's no partial casting number in 69. All you can do is go by date, 65. All you can do is go by date code. There is a call tag up there on the firewall. You can choose to break that down if you'd like to, but the PHS docs are a lot easier. I will go over those in this presentation, and we will have a photo of them on our website. Look, but please do not touch. That's not factory. I left those on there because I thought it was pretty cool. The owners we purchased this car from, had a good deal of pride in this particular vehicle, so I'm going to leave those on there. They tell a story, just like this. Somebody had that airbrushed up on the hood there, or painted up on the hood. Very cool. So something to add to the character of the vehicle also. No power brakes on this car, and there's no power steering. Let me tell you something. I've driven this car and it runs flawlessly. It's a very cool car. Oh. First, I'll start with the color. It is like a teal or a seafoam green. I'm sure it's a factory color and there's a technical name. I did not look it up. The car started life maroon. So it did start life with the 389. It did start life as a 4-speed. Yeah, it is a 4-speed car still. The car started life burgundy with a center console, 4-speed shifter, and the black interior that we're going to see here momentarily. Start with the paint. I do have pictures of the restoration of this particular car. They're not really dated. They do look to be older. However, the car is in really immaculate condition from all aspects, including the paint. So the paint on the top of the hood here, real nice and uniform. Nice uniform clear. No cracking, fading, peeling, anything like that going on. Let's check out our front chrome. So the headlight bezels there, the stacked headlights on the 65 GTO. Chrome around those are good. Chrome on the front bumper's good. There's no chrome peel. Again, I left the grr plate on there. I'm going to leave it on there. I think it's a cool, front plate for this car. So we'll have that left on there for the photo shoot as well as the delivery to our buyer. Chrome on the front bumper once again is pretty much flawless. Looks like a newer front bumper. Very, very good chrome. Stepping around to the driver's side of the car, I can't say enough about this particular unit. All the body lines are fantastic. Fender, door, rear quarter. Let's take a look at the paint on the front fender. A couple things. First of all, black pinstripe down the side. That is vinyl. Looks to be in good shape throughout the entire car. The fender itself, the paint, no paint issues down low or up high or around the wheel openings. Around your wheel opening, there is your chrome wheel opening molding. That is in good condition. Does have the Coker Redline tires on the vehicle, which gives it a great muscle car look, nostalgia look. They are radials. They are not biased. So keep that in mind. Front windshield, real good clarity. The chrome around the front windshield in real nice shape. No issues as far as cracks, chips, anything like that going on. Driver's side mirror in real nice condition. The door fitment. Well, before we get to the door fitment, let's take a look at the glass. So vent window glass, driver door glass, and rear quarter glass all fit fantastic, and the clarity is there. It's nice. There's no way that can be original glass, so I venture to say that that was replaced at some point in its lifetime. The driver door absolutely fits fantastic. You can see, look at your body line here, how it lines up. So if there were any mud in this car or Bondo that was done in like a backyard body shop type deal, it might swivel down here or not line up to the front fender, to the rear quarter. This one lines up nicely. There's no paint blisters, bubbles at the bottom of the door. If we pan the bottom of the fender, bottom of the door, and bottom of the quarter, all real nice paint down there. Nice paint on the entire car. Very, very high-end quality paint job on this vehicle. Let's take a look inside. Door panel, we'll start there. Paint up top, nice condition. Door panel itself, nice shape. Carpeting down low, nice condition, not faded or anything like that going on. Let's take a look here in the back seat. You have a great vinyl Pontiac logo on the back. No rips, no tears, no discolorations, anything like that. You got the heavy duty rubber floor mats here. Dome light illuminates when you open up the driver door. The headliner's in really nice shape. Beautiful car. I love this car. Look at that, the old Fisher body seat belts. Pontiac logo on the driver's seat up front here. The vinyl in real nice condition. You got that heavy duty rubber Pontiac floor mat. Told you, 3-pedal car, so it's the 4-speed. VIN tag there in the doors. We'll have a photo of that on our website too. A little tricky on the GTOs. Ignition is on the left side, so you always got to remember that's one of the few cars that has the ignition not only in the dash but also on the left side of the steering column. Carpeting underneath the floor mat. Check that out. Nice. Sun visors in real nice shape. Doesn't get much better than this when it comes to classic cars, muscle cars. It's a beautiful piece. Let's take a look at the roof. Up top, once again, no paint issues. Uniform color, uniform clear. There's no debris in the paint. There's no areas of paint. A lot of these guys that paint these classic cars, whether they have somebody do it professionally or they try to do it themselves or with a buddy or something, if the metal's not prepped correctly, and it's not dry and there's no moisture, maybe you're not painting it in a booth, it might get some moisture on the metal, which causes, little kind of bubbles or specks in the paint. And this car was definitely professionally done. Whoever painted this car knew what they were doing. The rear quarters, real nice down low. Once again, body lines are fantastic. There's no issues whatsoever there. Down low on the rear quarters in terms of any kind of blistering, bubbling, cracking. Nothing around the wheel openings. You can see the chrome molding there, looks nice. Again, Coker Redlines. GTO badge there on the rear quarter. Give you a shot down the side of the car so you can get an angle of that quarter, that door, and that fender. Hopefully the video can show you somewhat of how nice and straight the vehicle is. In person, it's really something to talk about. It's a nice piece. Deck lid. Deck lid's real big because you got real big quarters. The 65 GTO, much like the 67, real long quarters, real big deck lid, big huge trunk. Check out the glass clarity on the rear window before I pop open the trunk. The glass clarity is real good. Chrome that encompasses the rear window, real nice shape. Your hat rack, speaker rack area, back seat, top, all in real nice condition. And again, before I jump into the trunk, not literally, but the rear bumper, the reverse lights, your chrome on the rear bumper, all in real nice shape. Your rear valance, Pontiac badging there across the center of it. Brake light, chrome, real nice shape. GTO badge on the deck lid on the passenger side. Without further ado, let's check the trunk out. Now here is where I would normally do the presentation on the PHS docs and whatnot, but I'm going to hold that off until a little bit later in the video because there's a lot of documentation to go over, so I'm going to do that in another clip. But once again, cool little goat painting right there. Trunk mat does have a little stain on it where, you know, something got on there and ate off of the graphics. Look at that. Not only is it a full-size spare, but also, I don't know if any of you know this or not, but these Coker Classic Redline tires are not cheap. And it has a real deal Coker Redline full-size spare in the trunk. Also, trunk condition. No rust holes, no rod holes, no issues there. Little tiny fire extinguisher there, not sure if it works. Hopefully you'll never have to figure that out. Beautiful. Passenger side. Same deal. Body line's fantastic. Paint fantastic. I love the dual chrome tips coming out underneath the rear quarters as well. Both the driver and passenger have that. We'll take a look at the exhaust system a little bit later on in our presentation. The GTO badge on the passenger side rear quarter, real nice, good clarity, in good condition. So we'll pan the bottom of the quarter here really quick on the passenger side to show you that there's no paint issues down low. You know, there's no paint issues around the wheel tire area, in front of the wheel tire, behind the wheel tire, nothing. The pinstriping down the passenger side of the vehicle, same as the driver's side, everything looks to be in real nice shape. Look at the door fitment. See the door closure here, how nicely it closes to the rear quarter. Again, notice the glass clarity. Rear quarter glass, passenger side door glass, vent window glass, all your chrome, your drip rail moldings, your vent window chrome, your quarter window chrome. All the chrome's in real nice shape on the vehicle. Passenger side of the car. Door panel speaks for itself, real nice in the center, paint up tops, not all worn off the door, carpeting down below isn't all faded, your passenger side seat there, get a great angle here of both the driver and passenger side seat, that 4-speed center console car, those big, by the way, I don't know if you guys have any idea what those floor mats are going for nowadays, but if you don't, look them up, you'll get sticker shock. The car inside is fantastic, just like the exterior. Iconic GTO grab bar there. So once again, the door fitment, panel fitment, paint condition, everything. Sometimes when I have a specific unit, you know, I feel like I'm just repeating myself, but there's really nothing to show you. I mean, if you decide to come in person and look at this car, you will definitely not be disappointed, in my opinion. I mean, if you find flaws on this car you don't like, I don't know. I guess there's nothing else to look for. This is about one of the nicest driver quality 1965 GTOs. I can't even tell you how many 65 GTOs I've sold. There's only one that I can remember that was as nice as this car. I remember the car. It was a blue car, black vinyl top, 4-speed center console. It was a nice freaking car. This is as nice, if not nicer. That was about 4 years ago, and that tells you, if I remember the car from that long, you know, that many years ago, and as many units as we put through the showroom in that time. Some of these cars, like I say, the quality just sticks with you because of it. You're in awe. You know, think about these cars that are 2001, 2002, 2010. They're not as in good condition as this thing, and as old as this car is, and for the hood to fit, the doors to fit, the deck lid to fit like it does, the paint to look like it does, you know, obviously the car's been through a restoration, of course, but it's just, you know, to preserve something like this is pretty fantastic. Before we put it up in the air, I'm going to lay out all this documentation so we can go over that, okay? And then we're going to put it up in the air. We'll do our normal undercarriage presentation. Then we'll drive it. This car has great power, shifts with ease, pulls like a freight train, drives down the road nice and straight. Again, if I'm repeating too much of, you know, I'm trying to get my point across, being that this is a really fantastic car. So if you're in the market for a GTO, if you're a Pontiac enthusiast, or you're, you know, you always wanted a GTO to add to your collection, or as your second or third classic car or whatever, definitely give this one some consideration. Let's lay out our documentation. We'll take a look at that. We'll do our test undercarriage presentation, and then lastly our test drive. Okay, so when you purchase this car and you receive this car, there'll be this big Ziploc bag full of all this stuff in the trunk. 1965 owner's manual, PHS docs, build sheet, build card. Let's get to the important stuff here. Again, we'll have this photographed on our website. Car started exterior color burgundy. Okay, that's probably the color it is now, teal turquoise. The 389 4-barrel. Where are we at here? 4-speed manual, differential, interior trim color black. Okay, so we'll set that to the side. We'll set that to the side. A remake of the original window sticker, obviously not the original window sticker, but does tell you the story about where the car came from. Car was born in Texas. We bought the car out of Alabama, so $3,300 was this car brand new back in 1965. Okay, so just all this stuff from Pontiac Historical Society, you know, that'll all be in there. Picture of the car at some point in its lifetime. Again, it's not dated. Picture of the trim plate, which you already have. More same thing, PHS docs, just another copy of it. Ziploc bag. So, again, I'm not going to go last. GTO pictures, pretty self-explanatory, right? So, you know, just pictures of the car throughout its lifetime. Some pictures of the restoration it went through at some point. Much better wheels on it now, wouldn't you say? So you'll get all those pictures. And, you know, just more, that's pretty much the important stuff. Again, more pictures of the car through different periods of its life, different wheel combinations, tire combinations, some different parts receipts and whatnot. You know, so all of this information, heavily documented 1965 Pontiac GTO, will be in the trunk when the car arrives to you, wherever you might be located. Time for undercarriage. Underneath our beautiful 1965 Pontiac GTO. Let's see what we got here. We got drum brakes up front. It's going to be drum brakes in the back too, of course. The oil pan, let's get a shot of the front of the pan here. Nice and dry in the pan area, the front seal area. Same thing on the driver's side of the block. We will walk past the cross member, go to the back of the pan, starter in the way on the Driver's side. You can see a tiny bit of the passenger side, not much though. Exhaust manifolds, dual pipes. Pipes are in good condition. You can see all the way back. No rust holes, rot holes, pinholes. The floor pans in this car are absolutely fantastic. Take a look at those. No silicone, no patchwork, no sections. You know, you have all that documentation. You can see what kind of condition the car was in before, you know, any of the whole process started with the restoration. Mufflers do not have a name brand on them. Sorry, I can't talk today. But there are no issues in terms of any kind. You know, when the car runs for a little bit, condensation settles into your muffler there, and you know get those rust holes. None of that going on with this car. Drum brakes in the rear. I made that statement earlier. The Coker red lines, plenty of tread on there. No dry rot between the treads. So those are in good shape. The gas tank appears to be newer also. Rear end's nice and dry, no leaks coming out of there. Frame rails, let's start with the driver's side since we are over there. And then the passenger side, frame rails are in good shape on the car. That's the undercarriage. We're going to take it out now and we're going to drive it. I'm extremely happy to be able to offer a piece of inventory that is of this quality through our showroom. It is more work than you think to try to get these cars found, purchased through you know, the service department. You know, we change the fluids and torque the lug nuts and make all the lights work, and it's a lot of work to find, to purchase, to put these cars through the system and then to retail them and ship them out of here. But it's something that, you know, is very rewarding at the end of the day because, you know, you guys have worked very hard for your money to be able to have your 1 car, 2 car, 5 car, 80 car collection. Yeah, I do deal with a couple different people that have 50 plus cars, believe it or not. So again, very happy to offer this 1965 Pontiac GTO for sale. Let's set it on the ground. We'll take it out in the sunshine. It's a beautiful day here in Daytona Beach, and we'll show you how the vehicle runs out. 65 GTO horn. 23,434 is the mileage on the odometer. With the friggin' condition this car's in, I wouldn't doubt if that's original, but it's probably not, so don't think that it is. Title reads exempt, so true miles unknown. Which one of these friggin' doohickeys is the wipers here? Not that one. Wipers. The gas gauge works. Driver's side turn. And the passenger side turn is the same indicator, so I'm going to switch. They both work. Aftermarket gauges down here, temp, oil, voltage, all functioning. The radio does work. It's AM only, but you can't get any action because my guess would be the antenna is not hooked up. But so we don't mess with radios, so if you get the car, you're going to listen to static unless you do something about it. Center console is in pretty good condition. 4-speed. Dash is in great shape. Told you in the showroom, headliner's in really nice condition. You know that old expression, the car purrs like a kitten? This one really does. I mean, it has such a nice, smooth idle to it. Like we're sitting here idling and you can barely tell the car's running, and yet it has fantastic power. So let's show you that right now. Inside our GTO, we have some road work going on back there, so we have traffic in front of us. So unfortunately, I can't really go real fast right now. Speedo is working. Got a little bit of a sway to it, but nothing terrible. Well, we seem to be going at the speed of, I don't know, one of those turtles you see crossing the road. So the car has a real nice smooth ride to it though. There's no engine vibration, tranny vibration, anything like that going on. The temp's good. We're 160, which is very good. We probably get to, by the end of the test drive, about 180 would be my guess, somewhere in the 180 to 190 range. Real nice smooth ride to the car, no pulls. The car has, you know, it's a non-power steering car, non-power brake car, so, and it's a big car, so the steering's not as precision as it would be in a power steering car like a Camaro or something like that. But the car rides like you're on air, steers good, stops good. Look, no issues whatsoever. And you don't have to stand on the brake pedal to get it to stop. The car stops. So we'll run it through a couple gears. Again, notice how nicely we're idling. No issues with the idle whatsoever. No popping through the exhaust, no starving for fuel. Got a little bit of traffic, so you know, I'll get it up to 55, 65 miles an hour, somewhere along the lines of that speed range, to at least show you, you know, we can hit fourth gear here. Car shifts fantastic, real easy to shift this vehicle. Okay, let's try. Oh, no, I thought I was going to try it. I might have to wait for a green light. All right, let's try it. '70 easy. So here we are, 55 miles an hour. No issues whatsoever. This is a great car. Got through all four gears. Temp's good. I cannot say enough good things about this particular car. Great color, not the original color, but a great color. A period correct motor, 4-speed, center console, bucket seats, great paint, PHS docks, restoration pictures, copy the original window sticker, owner's manual. Like I said at the very beginning of our presentation, again, look, brakes. No pull to the right, no pull to the left, no vibrations in the brakes, no trouble stopping it. Like I said in the beginning of the presentation, this is a fantastic car. Turnkey, great paint, great interior, well documented. And you can tell with this car that through its lifetime it's really been cared for, because it runs and drives and performs and looks like it has. You can just tell. 386-944-9219 is our contact phone here in Daytona Beach. Hanksters.com is our website. It's where you can see all the photos of this 65 GTO today, along with this video presentation you're watching right now. At full retail price, our 65 GTO includes shipping in the lower 48 United States on an enclosed carrier. It also includes a powertrain warranty. That warranty is good on the engine, the transmission, and the rear end. Internal components, so it doesn't cover like oil leaks, tranny leaks. You know, if the alternator stops, you know, putting out, if the battery takes a dive, it's not going to cover things like that. That's going to be on you. However, it does cover your major mechanical breakdowns, and the warranty is good at any ASC certified facility in the United States, franchised or independent, which is most of them. It's just a recognition that the shop that you're taking the vehicle to is certified to actually work on it. You can't just take it to your neighbor's backyard garage. Is the price of the vehicle negotiable? Most certainly it is. If we negotiate the price of the car, the warranty comes off. The warranty is good at full retail price only. No exceptions to that, so you don't have to bother asking. Also, shipping. Time is money, and it takes time to ship a classic car. It takes time to ship any car, but you have to make sure the carrier is properly licensed, bonded, insured to carry your vehicle. You have to set up the pickup of the car. You have to pay the driver when they pick the car up. You have to arrange the delivery. You have to track the transport from the start to finish. At a negotiated cost, you are going to do all that legwork on your own. Nice car. Maybe you're a collector. You have your own opener and closed carrier. You want to come trailer this 65 GTO home. No issue with that. You're more than welcome to do that. And if you're local to us here in the Sunshine State, I wouldn't hesitate driving this freaking thing anywhere. This thing is nice. Hanksters Hot Rods is located in Central Florida, Daytona Beach, and our website is hanksters.com. This GTO should not be around very long, so if you're in the market for one, please give this one some serious consideration. We'd love to earn your business, add you to our growing base of customers, not only throughout the United States, but throughout the entire world. Yes, we do export these cars as well, and we can take care of that process for you also. And remember when I said 180, 190, I was wrong. We're about $175 maybe. That's awesome for this car. And idling beautifully. Hanksters Hot Rods, Daytona Beach, Florida, hanksters.com. Check us out.